Hi! Welcome to the Handmaidens. It's that holiday season, that winter season, which we all love. Maybe not everyone loves it. I love it. And we're here to, try and make those cold, snowy days festive as upcoming holidays. Yesterday was something was Old St. Nicholas Day, and then today is the start of Hanukkah, which is a festival of lights, and we have all sorts of around the globe different celebrations happening. And one of the things that's used frequently in these celebrations is fruit. And today we're going to discuss different ways to make your holiday holly and jolly. We don't have any holly here. Merry and sort of embracing the sun that has gone away for this time of year. So we have a little sunshine in our life. But I'm not doing this alone. I've got our good bestie, who we love to watch here on The Handmaidens, Lora, is going to come and join us and share what she knows, because she's done some of this before and I have not. Okay, there she is. Just magically appeared. Talk about holiday magic. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to dry some fruits. Now, Lora in her own home has some dry now.
Right now, they're in the dehydrator, just like last year, which I made a video last year.
Right.
I said I would never, ever do it that way again. And so when push came to shove, I went right for the dehydrator again. Because I really like the dried fruit, and
it was beautiful.
It's really pretty, and it seemed worth it when it was over. And since I'm not at my house today, it's going to be less painful. You know, I won't be able to hear that all day.
Right.
And we're adding grapefruit this year. Last year we did lemon and orange, and so I'm super excited.
Did you bring a grapefruit?
I brought a grapefruit.
Good. Good. We need a grapefruit because I didn't have a grapefruit.
Right. So I brought a grapefruit. Mom's got lemon, lime, apples, which, I did do last year, and I didn't like them.
No, I don't.
Because, you can't see through them.
I don't want apples.
I saw someone.
They just happen to be on the bottom of the. Don't worry about that guy. He's just sitting there.
And you got very big oranges. I had little oranges.
He may be for something else that we're going to do. Wow, our fruit's drying.
Our fruity Christmas.
We're going to dry the fruit. If you've seen it, it's all the rage. Everybody's doing it. And we're going to dry it in the oven here. I do have a dehydrator, but Laura warned me about the sound, and I haven't, broke it out. But I want to see, we're going to do a comparison.
I'd like to see if it takes less time.
Right. So I've got the oven preheating at 170 because that's the lowest setting. They said don't do it anything over 200. And preferably, Laura's telling me like 100.
That's what I saw. I've never met an oven that goes that low.
Right. So something you can do maybe in convection ovens, you can have it a little hotter, but we went to the lowest temperature, and it's 170. And if we ever get to doing some of these salt dough ornaments and other things, that's also, it's going to be always the lowest temperature when you're dehydrating and drying these things that are not for consumption. So we're good. It's a long process. So Laura says at 48 hours, Mom, that's going to be one long video. So might have to wait for the results, or, I'm hoping we can.
That wasn't 48 hours.
428.
Yeah, 428. 48 is a really long
48 hours.
I'm not standing here for 2 days with you.
We'd have fun. We'd get to make some
I
holiday.
Need a chair.
It's the holiday season. Okay, so anyhow, so Laura's going to do, because we know, if you've watched any of my cooking videos, I hate chopping.
She does.
I do. And Laura's going to chop. She's got a knife. And I've got my favorite thing in the whole wide world, so we're going to see if it works. It's this little slicer gadget that I bought for...
Now, what's interesting is everything I've read about these and experienced last year, you wanted to slice them really thin.
Real thin?
But you're on thick, which looks pretty thin.
Looks pretty thin.
So if you're using a slicer,
Right.
maybe not thin really, because if it's so thin, like a pretty cucumber
Right.
that you would be using, I think that will just be too thin.
And you know what's missing?
What?
Yeah, and so don't do this. If you get one of these, and you should, because they're like $13. They're fantastic. If you hate chopping like me, it comes with a little thing like this, so you don't get down. Because if you start going woo 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 woo, the next thing you know, there goes off your fingers. Use the gadget. I'm not going to use the gadget because I don't know where I put the gadget.
Because she doesn't like her fingers.
I don't know where the gadget went. But Laura's going to do it her way. I'm going to do it my way, and we're going
to see how many fingers we've got when we're done.
And you can make these slices thinner, so maybe we'll try that on the little guys.
So I thought I brought more than one grapefruit. I only brought one. Let's use your slicer for the grapefruit.
For the grapefruit?
Because we only have one.
Oh, so you think it's going to be better?
I think it's going to be better.
All right.
I think.
Oh, she has faith. And
I think.
Then, while we are...
Hold on.
What?
Before we get going, what do you want to do with your nubs?
Well, we're going to save our nubs for the other thing we're going to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're multi-fruit
We're
tasking.
doing a lot of tooty things today. We're going to make a magical simmer pot. The whole greatest thing about drying fruits is not just to have the fruits dried when it's done. It's your house smells magnificent.
Yeah.
And yes?
Well, I'm just wondering. Do you think that inhaling, like, all of these things is probably good for your respiratory system? Does, like, vitamin C or whatever that is, does it work like that? Can you inhale it?
Absolutely. Okay. A lot of reasons people do some of these things, what we're going to put in our pot, is for this respiratory effect. And because you know that I live like a pioneer, I heat with wood, and the air gets very dry, so you want that moisture, but you want that scent. And we all know that back in the days, they used fruits and stuff to fight viruses, like just keeping them around to kind of absorb that. So we're going to do a few things, and we're even going to make a pomander if we get lucky.
So I saw something for, like, say, mercury, if you're out there, babe. I had seen, if you don't have, get sliced.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have a wood stove,
and
you still want to experience this,
yes,
fragrance in your house.
Yes.
So I saw someone do something really cute. They make these electric mug warmer.
Hold on. Look how perfect.
Oh,
Can you see the perfection? Whoa, is that going to be beautiful? Oh,
this ain't so bad.
Oh, no, that's pretty great. Okay. All right, show them.
And made orange slices.
Yes, the right way.
So anyway, you can put like a coffee mug on this little mug warmer thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it doesn't use a lot of electricity. Like if you were to put it on your stovetop.
Right.
And it would simmer and do the same thing without having a wood stove. If you live in like a more urban setting or don't have a wood stove, or if your husband took your wood stove away from you.
Well, I was going to bring up something when I was thinking about this video, and then I forgot because things go in and out real quick. Anyhow, the one other thing you can do, you use a coffee warmer, which is a cute, adorable idea, is you can use a crock pot to make your own simmer pot. And I just so happen at a free pile, because I'm all about free piles, having them, and we go, well, someday we'll have to make a video of us going. Free piling. We're like, woo, maniacs.
We'll probably get traffic tickets, like, afterwards.
It's almost dangerous. It's almost like contact sports when we're...
extreme free piling.
Extreme free piling, but we get the job done. Anyhow, I got a free pile mini crock pot.
Oh, cute.
Without a lid. And I'm like, I got lids because I own abundance of stuff. I have a lot of stuff. And I'll put a different glass lid. But that would be great to make a little tiny potpourri pot or simmering pot with the winter scents. But a big one you could use too.
Would it get enough,
get hot enough without the lid?
Would it make steam without the lid? Yeah. That's what I'm wondering. We got to find out.
Yeah. Don't those wax warmers do it without a lid?
Wax warmers do it on a light bulb.
Oh. Now here's where I'm getting in. Don't watch because you've heard of blood oranges. This might be a blood grapefruit if I cut off my fingers. But anyhow, oh, how nice to make garland and make things for your packages.
So I saw someone, I've been kind of living on...
Ow! I did it. Sorry. That was bad.
That didn't take long.
No, it didn't take right away. Boom. And I'm going to save that piece with
Of your thumb?
Of my thumb. And we'll just clean that out there. That's not good. And
here, can I steal this bowl for nubs?
yeah, put the nubs in there. Yeah. And then we'll add them to our, let me see how big those are.
They might be too thick. I don't know. They're wonky. They're handmade.
You do these at home. How were they?
Well, so they took a long time, and I don't know if that was because of the dehydrator
Right?
method or because I cut them too thick. I also let Izzy cut them last year, and she was, you know...
As we cut, should
little
we
babe.
put some in the oven? We have?
I pulled some parchment paper out for you.
Yeah? We rinsed off. These are the, by the way, if I was doing an advertisement, I don't know who makes these.
Then you'd be doing a bad job.
You're doing a bad job. Crofton, whatever. These cookie sheets are the best in the world, you understand? Because you ever get those, oh my God, they look like they've been to war zones, these other cookie sheets. Baking pans, what do you call them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Comment below.
Yeah,
Baking pans or
pan
cookie sheets.
Or
baking sheet or
right.
cookie pan.
The luxurious
No, that was for a little guy.
little guy.
And the other one's the biggie.
There we go. Parchment paper.
Which also helps keep all your pans nice.
Oh.
Do you want to go
I'm
do
going
some
to
first aid?
I'm going to get a Band-Aid. And Laura, you pop them on
Oh,
and
yeah.
put them in. I'll be right back.
Oh, my God. So, my mom doesn't need assisted living yet. She's going to be fine. She's going to make it with 9 fingers. And we are going to get these cooking. I hope if the oven method is faster, that's what I'm doing next year. Should we do this one? It's kind of, looks like 2 eyeballs on this side. So I've been living on YouTube Christmassy videos because they're even sweeter, I think, than watching like a Christmas movie where there has to be, you know, drama and somebody has to be losing their big job in the city and has to be forced to go home and fall in love with a lumberjack. And I find like YouTube videos are more my speed. They're more, here we're decorating our home, we're embracing this holiday. And so someone yesterday I was watching, some woman said to me, oh, I hung these up and I had no idea that they were like stained glass. And like, that's the point. These things are lovely wherever, but they're really exciting if you can get them hanging with light coming in behind them. Yeah, here comes Mom and her new thumb. All better.
Okay.
So I think we may.
Oh, just cutting.
I know,
Oh,
just
it just
the
smells
smell.
so good.
I know.
Okay.
That was the other thing the woman said in the video I was watching yesterday. She said, oh, one of the things makes me think of Christmas is the scent of citrus. And I was like, really? I always think of vanilla, cinnamon, because I'm a baker. And then when I cut into my first...
Here's an example of one of those
bad pan.
bad pans.
That's not even that bad.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just on its way to bad.
But they all go bad immediately.
I know.
I don't understand why, but these I've been used and they stay fine. They're just well worth it.
Okay.
No more bad pans. You know, we're not going to throw them out because we don't want to waste them. But okay, so
how many do you want? One tray? More than one tray?
I want as much as I can because I want to make a nice garland. But now you're saying I should hang them from the windows.
You might want to hang them from the window too. I think we're going to try the window this year.
the windows, and will the light come through? Like, wouldn't
That's
that
what
be
they're saying.
to die
That
for?
they're supposed to be
I
like
love
a
stained glass.
Yeah.
I love stained
Me too.
glass.
Tiffany fruit.
Okay, so we're gonna that's gonna cook like forever. Just gonna keep checking it.
Right. And we're just gonna keep cutting.
We're just gonna keep cutting.
Next question.
Yes.
Since this is your pot.
Yes.
Are we putting dried fruit in your pot or wet fruit in your pot?
I'm going to put wet fruit in my pot. So
that's what I would do.
So let's go and get the pot, and then we'll put the pot on the oven. You keep slicing away.
Cutting over here.
And then we're going to talk about some things we can put in our pot and why we're going to put it in our pot to make this winter simmer pot that is going to make the house fabulous. And don't mind my pot because...
Was it also from a free pile?
I don't know how I ever came... Ouch!
Your pot is hot.
I have a hot pot. Now you can get burns and you can get cuts doing these things. I grabbed my pot holder, which is a really nice Christmas holiday.
The pot holder that Lindsay made for you?
I have it right behind me. I may have in another video.
I'm thinking.
Here is my cauldron, but right behind me. And I'll tell you, it was one of my favorite gifts in the whole world.
Yeah, she cried a lot.
I cried a lot, and here it is. Here it is. My daughter-in-law, Lindsay, makes this for me, and that is my parents' marriage certificate when they got married in the town of Bethlehem on Christmas Eve. Not the same town of Bethlehem you may be thinking of, but it's a copy of it with their actual signatures on there. They took it, that must be, Love Dorothy and Norman, must have been from another card or something. It's the most sweetest, greatest gift, because I don't go through the holidays and don't think of my parents and miss them dearly, because we always celebrated Christmas Eve because it was their anniversary, and of course it was Christmas Eve, and my sister was born on Christmas Day. All of those wonderful people are now missing from my life, which is why I make extra special attempt to do things to avoid melancholy. Okay, it's hard enough with seasons. Some people may get seasonal affective disorder, low vitamin D levels, and missing people you love during the holidays. I get it, but I make every attempt possible that while I'm here, I will find something, anything to bring some joy into my life and those around me. So I do these little things, a simple living. Look at you go, girl. She's really great at this. Anyhow, this is an iron pot.
It's gifted generation.
That I had tried to reseason. I have two, I call them cauldrons. They're cast iron that I had soaked in vinegar. They were like, old, antique, rusty, and you can see some of the rust on the outside. But I did put some oil in there because I knew I'm going to use it as a simmering pot. I always have a simmering pot on my stove every year.
Well, the oiling pot's just to season the pan.
To season the pan, but I thought maybe it'd protect it a little from it's going to be
the
water. Yeah,
right.
I'm hoping. Okay. I don't know, because these things are they're like indestructible, except for the nasty rust look, and you put the vinegar in and it comes right off.
Yeah.
So
cast iron, cauldrons, and diamonds are forever.
Forever, right. So, and honey.
And honey.
Honey's forever.
Ooh. Well done, Laura.
they are looking fine. So we're going to start with how do I start with some water over here?
I may be putting the cart in front of the horse.
Yeah.
But I have another question about these simmering pots.
Yes.
See, I haven't had a wood stove in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And my last wood stove actually didn't get very hot on top. It was some sort of special wood stove that robbed me of that joy of having the heat on top. My top loaders got really hot on top because it was just one piece of metal.
Right.
The end. This other one that I had some sort of space in between. Water. It was awful. So I'm trying to remember when I used a simmer pot.
Yes.
You can keep the same junk in there and just keep adding water to it, right?
They recommend.
Or no, do you have to?
After 3 days, you toss it.
You got to get new junk. Okay.
If you're doing a magical spell, they recommend, cook it till the water's gone and it's done.
Done.
Okay? If you do that.
Do you think you have to do anything to your pot after you used it for a spell? I was just reading a little bit about that.
Well,
About
cleansing, blessing, using special waters. You might want to use moon water, what have you, or consecrated water if you're making a magical spell.
Did I see somebody was making snow melted water, magic snow water lately? Have you heard of that?
I have not, but I did hear that if you want to make a magic spell, I'm going to give you one magic spell. And I've never done this. If you want to make it snow, you flush 6 ice cubes down your toilet. Okay, one more. You put a white crayon in your freezer. That's it. No more magical spells. Here we go. But we are going to add cranberries. How beautiful, because they're beautiful.
They are beautiful.
And we're going to put in 9 of them.
Why not?
1, 2,
Miss,
3,
I'm only doing one magic spell.
4, 5, 6. That's a very, very good number. 3, 6, 9. Very good, very good numbers. 3 plus 6 is 9.
So Israel's just learning his multiplication table, so we're always, 3, 6, 9.
Right. 3, 6.
12,
3 times 9 is 27. 2 plus 7 is 9.
27, 30.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? 9.
Lords a leaping. I don't know. Or ladies dance. I get confused.
9 times 4 is 36. Right? Is that right?
So why do we care?
Because 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 4 plus 5 is 9.
Well, yeah. Do you know that multiplication
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My kids taught me this.
7.
Do you know this?
8. 9. No.
Okay. You're multiplying.
Okay.
Say you're multiplying 1 times 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no. Let's not do 1. Let's do 2 times 9.
Okay.
Okay. So you put down your second finger. Okay.
2 times 9.
2 times 9. So 2. The number you're multiplying by. Now count. 1 and 8. 18. Okay. You want to multiply 4 times 9. 3 and 6.
36. Whoa!
I know. I don't know why. It's amazing.
Totally cool.
Yeah.
All right.
There
So
we
we've
go.
got math lessons,
There
magic
we go,
lessons.
homeschoolers.
And here we go. And so can I have I'm going to take some
You want some nubs?
nubs. I'm going to take the old nubs. We're going to save those beautiful ones for ornaments. I'm going to put them right in the pot. If you want your simmer pot to be beautiful, you can put the fancy ones in there. If you already dry the fruits, you can put dried fruits in your simmer pot. If you're trying to make it look extra festive. I'm doing this for the function. To have the pure, clean...
I know.
That looks delicious.
Later, we'll share it.
All right. That looks good, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm thirsty now.
Oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I was a little girl, in our Christmas stocking, this would never fly today.
My kids would lose their mind.
They would absolutely. Kids today would be like, "Whoa, Santa, get back here!" At the bottom of our stocking, we would get the ever so precious orange and an apple. Okay, now stockings are only so big, so that's taking up a lot of the space. And my brothers, who tend to be naughty, they would get an onion in their tote.
Really?
Yeah, they got an onion instead of coal. They got an onion in there, and I guess Santa would feel fine later on. I'm not gonna put my chewed one in here, but
I kept mine out too. I have a discard pile going.
You do?
Yeah.
We give that to the birds. So look at that. I don't know if you can see. We'll see this after. So we did this. We put this beautiful array of fruit. We're going to, just cause it's magical, we're going to put 3.
Magic.
Yeah. What you could do if you're doing a magical simmer pot is write your wishes for the new year. Your bay leaves. 3 of them. 1, 2.
So we learned this, was it summer solstice?
Yeah. You burned the bay
The
leaf.
bay leaf burning was pretty powerful.
Very, very.
It was one of those moments that would make you believe in magic.
Yep. So, here from my garden is juniper, which is also Mercury's dog's name. And you can put pine. I found in the past when I cook pine too long, it doesn't stay pretty. It gets black. So this is my first time trying juniper. I would recommend, if I could only grow it, keep it alive, I should get a plant for the inside, is rosemary. Rosemary brings up, great memories. It's really great.
More.
And
this is very fragrant.
Yeah, very fragrant. But I found that cooking the pine, it turned black from pine tar oil.
Right.
Now,
oh, now
those are juniper berries.
Yeah.
And these were not from
better than the
not from my juniper plant. You know why? Because I don't have a boy and a girl. So we're gonna put in
a lonely juniper.
Yeah.
How many?
9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. There's another guy. 6, 7, 8, 9. Put in however many you want. Don't listen to me. You do what you want. And these, which are cinnamon sticks, which are great for in your drinks and great for your health and lowering blood sugar and making you relax. And you put it in a little tea at night for helping you sleep.
And I just learned about, although we're not talking about magic, blowing ground cinnamon over your doorway first of the month.
Right hand.
Just learned that one. I had a hard time with that because I didn't know if I was supposed to be blowing it in or out.
Oh, don't blow it out.
Yeah, blow it in.
You gotta blow it in.
And I have been, because like I said before, I didn't think of citrus as a winter scent.
Come on, that's freaking gorgeous.
It's really pretty.
It is pretty.
I've been putting cinnamon oil and vanilla essential oil into my lotion.
Yes.
So I can smell like a cookie all the time.
Oh.
Personally. The cinnamon oil, though, you really have to dilute it because I did get a big rash a couple times when I didn't dilute it enough.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful with essential oils. I used to put cinnamon oil on my lips to make my lips poofy. So I did order.
Painful.
I did order. It is. If you have sensitive skin, don't do that. Don't cut your fingers. Don't burn your hands on the hot pots. Don't do as we do. It's very dangerous. I'm going to throw all what I have left of I ordered more star anise, and I got a nice big bag. I get my...
She gets her spices from Amazon.
Is
what she's trying to say.
Yeah, bulk. I buy in bulk. They're really cheaper and they're really good quality.
I think that's the best thing, Amazon.
And I'm just going to put this here. But we could...
Cloves? Are these going in here? Or
yes, we are gonna put just a few.
Just 9. You're impossible.
I wish I had my fresh cloves. These look like these are 1.
They smell.
2. 3.
They smell more than that juniper does.
4, 5. Do you want to make another pan of those? Get out. Come on, what are you doing? 6, 7, 8, 9. Good for your teeth, clove oil and stuff like that. Your gums, receding gums.
And a toothache. Have you ever stuck a clove in a bad tooth?
No.
It's pretty good.
If I bring this up here, are you guys going to be able to see this magnificence of how? I don't know.
Yes.
Can you, Laura? Could you move the camera down?
Laura, can you make a pan? Laura,
come on. Put that in there. Let's see. There we go. Isn't that beautiful?
It is beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And it's going to smell even better. And be healthy. And it's chemical-free way to make your
season bright.
Your house smell like Christmas. Oh, it smells like Christmas in here. And I'm going to put it right there.
So here's something that I think about smells like Christmas.
I have pine essential oils that I could just add to that if you want that Christmas tree smell. You can do all sorts of different combinations.
Do you want to pop us back up? I've got us too low.
Yeah, okay. I know.
Sometimes I think that these are the sort of things that are not so obnoxiously Santa Clausy that we should be continuing all winter long.
Well, this is the whole thing that
Yeah, so that we don't have the
Right.
the seasonal depression or whatever.
Right.
Winter doesn't have to be miserable.
It doesn't have to be. And by doing these things, and these are good besides using the knife, nice hot things you can do with your kids. And it's just it doesn't have to be represent any specific tradition. It can be a new tradition, and
it can just be seasonal,
just be
secular.
winter. Just when you're in the mood to be in your homes for a longer time. And I would say that you could do this, if you live in southern climates, because right now all that tropical fruits I think coming in season right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's why when I was a kid, getting an orange was a big deal because up here in the north, it's not grown in this climate. So if you got your hands on an orange, it was really a treat. Today we have, my God, we have everything at our disposal, and an orange would seldom seem like a treat today because people have so much. But I don't know, that's a good thing. I think that when things were special, when they were just reserved for special times, then it made it a lot nicer.
We're having a parchment paper problem.
Oh.
As far as I can tell, we ran out. So do you want to try it on?
I'm going to try it just right on that. Yep.
All right. This may be the end of Crofton.
Okay. But, so.
It might not be. It might work. And then we're going to be done with slicing because we're out of pan space.
Right.
Sometimes it's best to make decisions that way.
Okay, so while we're done with, they're so darn cute. While they're cooking away for 48 hours, 2 to 4 hours, 4 hours. That's
4 to 8. Did you have a stroke when you cut your fingertip off?
When I burned my other hand and cut my fingers. Yes, I'm in a little bit of pain. Anyhow, what we're gonna do now while we're doing that, so you do all your other crafts while they're cooking and you make a day of it, so the house smells wonderful. If you keep the simmering pot, it's not just that day, it's all days. It smells great, all days that you're running that. Put some fresh water in daily, keep it going. I said throw them out in 3 days. I'm probably gonna just keep adding to mine,
3 months.
Yeah, you'll come in here like, Mom, are those the same oranges we did in the video? Yeah. Okay, whatever. I do go through a lot and then I refreshen them. So it is because we need that humidity in the air because it's very dry, in the winter time. So now I'm going to try something I've never done, which is I'm always trying something I've never done. And they're just the greatest little things I've ever did see. And I'm going to try making, what is it? Pomander. I keep wanting to call them pomegranates, but that's a fruit.
I mean, I wish you could make a pomegranate.
Yes, if I could. If I could. So we're going to take some ribbon. And we're going to take, quite a bit of ribbon. Let's say so much. You want to make?
I do.
You want to make one?
Here, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Should I go grab another ribbon? I saw you had some more. I didn't bring ribbon.
Oh, yeah, go get it. This is almost out. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Just going to go get a ribbon for me.
Okay. You're going to take the ribbon and you're going to go halfway. You can make lots of these. Okay. And halfway, and we're going to find the halfway point on our orange. And we're going to start right there. Now, I've got, so it doesn't slip, these pens. I can't believe it. I don't have my red tomato one. I don't know where that went.
Is that your Easter tomato?
Yeah, right? I got that as a gift. I do love it. And I'm going to put right in here. This happens to have white I'm going to put a white pin there to hold it in place in the center. Okay?
You really want that much string?
Well, if you want to hang them,
Okay.
it's up to you. And then...
I just, Aunt Mickey used to make these. That's the only time I ever see them done, and I didn't see her do it with ribbon, but I only saw her, I was a little girl.
You don't have to do them with ribbon. Just put cloves in there. Make any design you want. And I am going to make a tie at the top. Okay. And because I don't want him slipping around, you don't have to. I'm going to put a...
Did you put it in his navel, or did you go the other way?
I started right here.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Okay. And then I'm going to come down and around. And I'm going to tie him again. Him. I'm sure it's a her. Tie her again.
Them.
Them.
We're going to tie them.
Tie them again.
We live in great times for when you don't know
That's right.
the specific gender of your citrus fruit.
That's right. So.
You tied it right through?
Right. I tied, yeah, you tie it.
The underdog.
Yeah, tie the underdog.
Like you went under it? Okay.
Yeah. Tie a whole knot so he doesn't, the whole idea is to not have this slip, okay? And we're going to do a knot, and that's going to slip too. So I'm going to use another pin.
Right.
The silver pins, if you want. And I'm going to put that in there. These, when they get going, when they're hanging, the whole point, they're juicy now, right? They're going to dry. And all while they're drying, they're going to continue to let out fragrance of the orange and the clove, which is just glorious. And then when they're all dried up, they're still going to be fragrant. So you can put them in drawers or hang them in your closets and stuff. And like, did you do it with it? Look at you. She's got nice, she has a more subtle pattern. So I'm coming down here.
Christmas tree, well, pine trees.
Pine trees.
What did you tie a big knotty at the top?
Yep. Yep. No, we're just going to keep like that and keep dividing it in half.
Really?
Yeah. Now.
And is our push pin going to stay stuck in there forever then?
Once it could. Yeah. You know why? Because it's going to change size. It's going to shrink.
So.
Keep that in there.
Okay.
Keep that pin in there.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I guess you could hot glue it, but let's not make this toxic.
Oh my gosh, let's not lose more fingers.
By the way, those dried fruits, you can eat them too. You put them right on your drinks too.
Oh, pretty.
Yeah, they're beautiful. And they could, in your holiday drinks with a little bit of cranberry and stuff. So here we go. We've got this. I'm going to tie that again. And again, because I don't want this, getting away.
Well, if we're nailing them down, how far are they going?
Yeah, there. Well, because we're gonna hang that like that. I always have something hanging around my house, and on the top, we're gonna.
We were just having a discussion about this with some of our neighborhood friends. About how to hang things because poking holes in the walls is frowned upon at my house. And so I was just learning about command strips, and we were talking about command strips versus good old-fashioned thumbtacks, and I think that's a notable personality thing about Mom. Mom will hang absolutely anything with a thumbtack. It could be an orange or a priceless heirloom, antique, you name it, thumbtacks, good enough for everything. And, oh gosh, I got in my juice over here. So maybe if you're going to make a day of it, you should clean up the one project before starting the other one.
Okay, so then, centered or what have you, I'm going to be pushing down the center there, and you could, if you get lost with that idea, you could make a mark. You can make all sorts of designs. You could swirl it around. You can do anything you want. You don't even have to use ribbon. You could fill the whole orange with cloves.
So you're just punching cloves straight in.
Right
orange.
down there. It got a little wonky. These are handcrafts. And sometimes it doesn't even, the fact that we make them cute is besides the point. They have function. And that's to smell lovely and probably deter sorts of
critters,
right? The cloves and stuff is deterring, mice and moths and insects from you got to figure all the fabrics. Once upon a time were wool and cotton, things that would be susceptible.
Right before mothballs.
Right. And you don't want mothballs. They're the most toxic things in the world.
I can't be near mothballs.
They're disgusting and vile.
They make me so car sick.
And so then you've got like this, if I can show you. And you know what? It's just meditative to do that.
Yeah.
You're sitting around. You've got the Christmas music on. We would have the Christmas music, but I'm afraid to get
a copyright dinged.
We get copyrighted dinged all the time. Which is even nicer if you got a old-fashioned record player. You can play some old-fashioned records, and the sound of a record supersedes some of the sounds. It's so nostalgic.
I think this is cute too.
Oh, yours is adorable. You're so neat and tidy, Laura.
The children could do this.
The children could do this.
Easy enough that the kids could feel like they did something.
They did something. For the kids, if the kids get like anxiety or whatever, you might want to mark the line. Just put them right on the line, or let them fill up a whole orange, or let them go crazy, make a big smiley face, or
emojis.
Yeah, you could do that. Happy, sad, whatever. The kids are. It's non-toxic fun for the kids to play around. If you have a group with kids or you're homeschooling, it's great because these are old traditions.
Yeah, and once they're gone, they're going to be gone forever. Well, yes and no, but someone has to write the book about it. Someone has to make the video about it for kids to find, or you could just pass these things down, and then they know.
They don't go away. First of all, we can't build a pyramid again because we don't, today, we don't know the technology. We couldn't, when they lost the Notre Dame, they didn't have the technology to build like they built then. Supposedly they cannot build the spacecraft that landed on the moon with today's technology because as things goes away, that's it. These are become lost arts, and the way to revive a lost art, like in all sorts of cultures, they lose stuff. It's not written down. Is to revive it and do it again and make it so the next generation remembers and knows to do it. I remember when I was a kid, we had these cones that hung on the Christmas tree that were like this. I think this might be an English thing, and that you could put popcorn in. Oh. And remember, we made popcorn balls, which we should
do that again. Talk about burns.
Woo! That's something there. You can really get hurt making popcorn balls.
Invite all your enemies over.
Yeah, no, but they're
passive aggressively making popcorn balls. They're so good.
What you could do if you want with a pomander, besides just what we're going to hang them in our homes and enjoy them, is you can hang them outside for the birds. That's a nice thing with some of these decorations. Like if you do popcorn and cranberry, which we should do, strings, then...
Yeah, that's what, we're doing popcorn, cranberry, and dried fruit at our house.
Right.
And then we might add the cinnamon ornaments to that. Right.
I want to do cinnamon ornaments. And then if I we talk about all these things I'm going to do, and then you won't see me on... Where's Denise? She hasn't done a video in a year and a half because life keeps happening too. But I would like to do, show you how to restore some of your, that you don't love, glass ornaments and stuff. And there's a cinnamon one, and there's a flower one, and there's a thing you can do with Epsom salts and all sorts of.
Really?
Oh yeah, there's all sorts of tricks I got up my sleeve.
An Epsom salt ornament?
Never mind.
Yeah, we'll never know.
You never know because I might never make the video.
I'm getting on you about that one 'cause now I want to know.
Yeah, you're gonna freak out. Oh, when you see what I know.
So I'm trying to think. You know, I feel like the 80s was such a ugly time to grow up. In that it was one of those time periods where being just modern and vulgar was celebrated. And being flashy and a yuppie and so I'm just trying to think of like what were things, you know, we talk so much about what you did when you were a kid. Just trying to think what we were up to.
This is so freaking perfect. Where's my pens?
I took them all.
I gotta fix this. This girl's got it going on.
Okay, so something we never talk about here is Mom's competitive spirits. And how she can even make sticking cloves into an orange competitive.
Really?
I don't have a competitive spirit, but this woman fight me even when I'm not fighting.
Now I should have put these like even because they look like little jewels.
They do look like jewels.
They do look like little jewels. I recommend little colored push pins.
Oh, I think I just got orange juice in my eyeball.
Yeah.
Was that you trying to sabotage my
No,
orange?
I didn't.
What kind of magic did you do over there? Did you see her cast a spell?
Only nice magic ever. Never do anything bad.
Don't even think anything bad. Thoughts are a kind of magic.
Yeah, we manifest with our thoughts. Think good thoughts. You know, right? Think happy thoughts in Peter Pan. Christmas, right? Happy Christmas. So what did you do when you were a kid?
That's what I'm trying to remember. Like, my memory probably is also linked to having, you know, autism, undiagnosed autism. But my big memory is you had this white ceramic nativity that you would put on a snow blanket because we're Americans and didn't think of where the nativity would have been set.
Avon.
As Americans do. And as I recall, there was a strand of all blue lights that went around the nativity, maybe even hung up on the little manger thing. And I think I spent the entire season just staring into the manger with the blue lights until, of course, Christmas Eve came. And I have always been a big fan of food. So then the food and the snacks and things like that becomes where all my attention goes. You know, we had real glass ornaments then, so I can remember having a panic attack about breaking them and then actually breaking them.
That was sort of when some of that became all the rage to get the cheap ones. Those people were having white trees and satin colored ornaments.
So like
I think that was
trees instead
I think that was in the
family
80s.
Heirlooms. Oh.
Yeah. So
hold on.
So I think we can finish up. Laura's pretty popular. Phone keeps ringing.
Yeah. Do you see that? Speaking of nostalgia, I had to set my cell phone. I just got my very first cell phone. Yes, it's 2023, and I had to set it to a real ringtone because when it was like doing tinkle, 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 or whatever the hell they do, I didn't know it was my phone ringing. So I was never answering. So bless the company that made my phone. They have a real traditional phone ring.
Cute.
And I had to do it.
I just pushing in. You don't have to do this. And some people don't have any ribbon and they put them in a bowl, you know, in a pretty bowl as a centerpiece.
Really beautiful designs. I wonder if there's some sort of like template or something. Maybe if you traced something onto tracing paper,
Right.
So that you
So
can
you can
have it.
do,
And then
you
pull
can
the tracing
freehand
paper out
it or
afterward.
draw it.
Yeah, I'm not good at
Like
freehanding.
S's and with swirly swirls and things like
right.
that.
Stars and
Yep. The same one, anything you could like do when you think about people now getting really fancy with their pumpkins.
pumpkins. That's the same thing I was thinking. I
so
guess.
they do all these different decorations. You can really jewel it up. But you got to remember that wasn't the whole point. The point in the beginning was, oh, that's lovely.
In the beginning,
we have an orange. Number one, that's extraordinary. Number two, I'm going to hang that right there, and somebody's going to get conked in the head.
Yeah. See, Mom's time.
I'm like,
so when any of us people who are average height and above come over, we are incessantly hitting our heads and hitting our heads.
Yeah. So I almost didn't finish it. That's like ADD.
And good enough.
So anyhow, so there's 3 things. You can dry your fruit. We're not going to get to see them in this video because they're going to take.
But we'll visit them later.
We
Maybe
will.
when we're making Epsom salt ornaments, we'll have to have a look at them.
She's something, ain't she? Maybe we will.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm kind of, smells so good. You know, touching all this stuff certainly is healthy for you too.
Right.
And this is.
Don't touch your eyes.
Yeah, don't put any of that in your eyes. Yeah, of course, if you're.
Was that a salt truck that just went by?
I don't know, but we're so
having
lucky.
a little
We got a
snow.
little snow.
Just a little.
Just that, like, what did we call it? Like, it's like movie snow. Just enough.
Set. Prop snow. Just to set the mood. Mood snow.
Mm-hmm.
For stuffing oranges.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you can hear it, but Mom does have her genuine fire is right around the corner here, and I can hear it crackling a little.
Yeah. The sounds of Christmas, the sounds of winter, the sounds of cozy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a nice cup of cozy tea or some hot cocoa with a blanket while the winter snow was falling.
Oh, a tea with a little wedge of orange.
That's what I'm
dropped right
talking
into
about.
it.
Yes.
That's pretty.
A wedge of orange, a cinnamon stick,
Mm-hmm.
and beautiful. Okay, so mine is very basic, very not symmetrical, and very much done. And very fragrant. And it's going to keep drying, and that's the whole point of it. And it's lovely. And I will, let's see, Laura, if I'm going to hang it right here, because, excuse me.
Yeah.
I have a thumbtack.
Let's see if in this entire house we can hang it right where you're standing, Laura.
Right there.
There is a thumbtack.
There is
waiting.
a thumbtack waiting for my pomander, which is going to dry. I hope you enjoyed this video. As you know, if you're feeling the giving holiday spirit, give us a like. If you could, possibly. It's going to help the channel out and inspire me to not take like 8 months off from doing them and whatever.
Well,
you don't have to, but it'd be nice.
Summertime's like how to tan in the backyard. Who wants to watch that?
Yeah, but we're hopefully during this holiday season, winter period, when we're inside all doing stuff, we'll get back and meet and hang out with you. Love to hear your comments on what are some of the homemade things you do. Maybe we'll try them here on this channel. Mm-hmm. And
vote for if you want Epsom salt ornaments. What are they?
It's too much. Suppose I was wrong.
Thumbs up for Epsom salts.
Yeah, okay. We'll get the Epsom salt ornament video coming up right quick. Until then, you guys enjoy living a simple life. And ta-ta for now. Okay? Bye-bye.